we should start with politics, right? That sits well with you.
I don't know. You are the anchor.
So much is happening in your party, the People's Democratic Party. One faction says we want to form an alliance with other political parties to be able to confront the APC in 2027. And then just a couple of days ago, governors on the platform of your party also came out with a different position, saying no, the PDP remains a strong and vibrant opposition and we are going to stay with the PDP. Where do you stand?
Benga, sincerely speaking, none of the factions has been truthful.
So there's a tough us.
Those who say they want to form coalition are not truthful to themselves. Those who say they don't want coalition are also not truthful to themselves. It's just a matter of interest. Let me start from those who said they don't want coalition. That is the governors' forum. They're not sincere to themselves. They're not sincere to the party. On Tuesday, precisely, I watched Politics Today on Channels Television, where Okumale was interacting with the governor of Oyo State. And after watching that interview, I called the governor of Oyo State, Sheikh Makinde, who's my friend. I said, listen, I heard what you said, but you know you didn't say the truth as regards to some issues. Fundamentally, you had said in 2023, one of the reasons why PDP lost is impunity. You are right. People who believe that they have all it takes and so refuse to respect the constitution of the party as regards to power sharing between the North and the South. You are right. And again, now, you are also making the same mistake by the impunity of the Governors' Forum. You are repeating the same thing, that what happened in 2023 may likely happen in 2027. If you don't stop this impunity, it will affect the party. And how will it affect the party? Very clear. The Governors' Forum is not an organ of the party. The Governors' Forum is a pressure group that can put influence on the National Working Committee. You cannot take the functions of the National Working Committee and say because you are governor, you will now superintend. And this is what I've always told people, that look, he said, okay, what about when I was a governor? I agreed. I said because it happened yesterday, does not mean that it will happen today. Or even if it happened yesterday, was it right? And in any case, there was never a time when I was a governor where governors came out to say, look, we have done this, we have done this, we have done that event should be acting secretary of the party. Never has it happened. Rather, we could influence what will happen in National Working Committee. And that is why we are pressure group. Now, you don't have the authority to say that somebody should be acting as national secretary. When there's a national secretary who has not resigned, you cannot do that. You don't have power to say, we have formed the committee of zoning. It is not within your prerogative to functioning committee. And these are things that people like us will challenge any day, anytime. And when that happens, people now say, oh, why are they every time making problem? Now, the issue is, who is the one laying the foundation for crisis in the party? And I told people, look, the best way to go about this is you go on that, put your influence, get the results, and then you move on. But to come out openly to say, look, we, the Governors Forum, we have met with the organs of the party. We have met with National Working Committee. Who are you to say that? A national secretary of a party that was elected, he was not appointed. Yes, it was zoned to a particular area. And he was elected by the delegates at the National Convention. And so if there's anybody that would remove the national secretary of the party, it's through the National Convention. Assuming though not conceding that it is zoned to South-East. South-East can still not bring somebody. They can only say, okay, when we go for National Convention, this is the person we are going to back. It's not by appointment, it's by election. And when you challenge all these people, say, oh, you are making problem. And I told him, this is where people are getting it wrong. And it will not work, whether anybody likes it or not. And this is the thing that you do. Anambra election is coming up. Who will be the one that will sign to INEC? INEC only recognizes the national chairman and the national secretary for correspondence. And tomorrow you now say, oh, PDP is in trouble, where people don't want peace. No. Now, that is on their own part. On the other part of those who are looking for is selfish interest, the likes of Atiku and all other people. Which coalition with who? Why not come into the Paya party? Everybody wants to be president of the country. Nobody wants to say, look, let me build our party. So that at the end of the day, our party will be in a formidable position as an opposition party to take over power. You don't do that. Only what you want is, let me find a way how I will be the one. If that does not happen, to attempt all Israel. And you made the mistake yesterday, you want to repeat the mistake today, tomorrow you make the same mistake. And then you come out to say, we were rigged out. Who rigged you out? You have already rigged yourself by causing crisis. And this is what I've always said. Like, because people are not sincere to themselves. And people like me will not accept that. So the issue of coalition or these other people, they are not sincere. The issue of want to be alone, you're also not sincere. Because you have not shown that you want to be alone. You have not shown the seriousness that you want cohesion in the party.
Okay, Honorable Minister, let me ask